What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We've got round 5 of the Glasgow Regional. Big thank you to Organised Play Events for putting it on for us and also allowing me to broadcast. We're going to be seeing some Imperial footage. It's bound to happen eventually, as we're going to see them building up in the left. And then we got to the 7 Deadly Sins, the gate, coming back. So, is this our second gate match in a row? I've already forgotten what round 4 was. Going to see the Daiken sent to the bottom by Davis himself. And a gate built up. Great day for the gate players in terms of getting their stuff. I'm sure they were very quickly able to trade. If you traveled with a group, very easy to get your participant gate alt arts. We could see the Shoto, but I think you also want to like set up. Yeah, you want to set up a little bit earlier. This was actually a player that I ended up playing in the 3v3. Kind of nearish to us. Big fan of the team. And like the player as well, really strong player. We'll see how they do in the best of 1 Clown Fiesta versus Imperial. Gonna see the Lilith is gonna get suspended, and we're gonna Biting Crush first check. We're gonna pitch off the 7th Lightning, which now puts in a name in the trash for the Lilith. However, it does mean that we can just free print a new Imperialdramon. It's gonna swing in no partition, but it does have yamming thanks to the XP. This is the board control one, which I'm not a huge fan of. I think we were just double checking to see if the Lilith would burn. Obviously we did see the security taken out, but it looks like we're just going to go for a Davis and Ken. So we've got Davis and then the Geotamer. And then the Lilith end of attack. Well, the Lilith kind of tag is going to catch, so we're looking good in terms of being able to load something up in trash. Hitting the Aguda out of security is pretty huge though as well, because it kind of means that a win condition is there. Alright, down comes Shoto, end of turn, is going to put the block on the Beelzemon. Interesting, didn't chip in, maybe just to make sure that the Imperialdramon player couldn't, like, if that check is Daiken, then suddenly you get 2 free rookies that can then make the Imperialdramon. We did go through 2 Imperialdramons, so it does imply that you're kind of below. I'm actually kind of surprised that they fully built up in the back and didn't use the free Daiken to at least get the searcher down and then just put a different rookie in the back. Because then you're at least searching through cards and kind of digging for it. You don't lose anything really from being on board outside of like a Creepymon would be kind of annoying to pop it. But, I mean, if you're going to have to pay for one anyway, you might as well get it nice and early. Alright, so we're going to unsuspend. And then Gate is going to attempt to pop, so we're going to load and pop on the way out. And then Beelzemon get popped. I do not understand why this Lilith keeps sticking around. Does Lilith just have it like that? Is she just kind of nice in terms of like popping other things? All turns by deleting a level 5 Digimon. Yeah, so I guess it is just frequently staying on board by popping things on the way out. That's kind of clean. Normally I see Lilith used exclusively to kind of like, you know, make things commit Sudoku, but I never actually see her being used as like this really aggressive like battery for like just punching Imperials, because this matchup is pretty rough, but obviously being able to loop Ruin Mode, now we're in a situation where the 7 Demon Lords player is in a really good position. Wes is really smart in how they played, and just the way they kind of like keep you on the back foot is really impressive, so they're in a really good spot right now. Digimon Emperor to stop any rookies from being pushed out, but then obviously the first turn skip turn. I'm going to double pop. This time we're not going to be able to protect it. We do get to get the load up from the Creepymon on the way out, and then we are going to get the Creepymon loaded in off the second pop, and then we are going to, of course, -5 the board once more. So the Stingmon is in the back. It's a bad problem that I think a lot of Imperial players really do kind of freeze up when they see the Ruin Mode come down. I think as soon as you see the Ruin Mode come down, you have to immediately go for, you just have to immediately build Imperialdramon in the back. Like, obviously it's not ideal, but I think you know that you're about to get your like Ruin Mode looped on you again. We've got enough sources now to be able to play Lucamon Chaos Mode for reduced cost. I think that's the binder alt art as well. Really, really clean. Gonna pop the Davis rather than the Davis Ken, because again, we're under -5. So this basically gets rid of everything. We are gonna reset the trash though, which is actually why it was really smart that Agudamon got picked up from the trash by the picking up the Agudamon from trash before, because there were 2 of them there. You don't want both of them in there in case the Pally gets hit. This means that the win condition of burn all is still there. I'm gonna go for a second Digimon Emperor. We do have Hella Memory, and we're gonna go for the Lucamon, which is going to reveal top 3. We're gonna add then Mill. Do we make a sleep mode here? Oh, just drop the Levia for reduced cost and then just pops the Pally. Gonna once again put the Floodgate loop down, so -5 is the board again. As a reminder, yeah, just open pass. There's nothing they can do in this situation. You either have to develop a tamer, or you just have to think, didn't even bother making the one, and we finally are gonna see the Pajimon in the back. So you gotta wonder if maybe this is them finally giving up on trying to do it because they know they're just gonna get looped, or this was them actually only just drawing the Imperialdramon now in order to actually kind of like get to play, because things have slowed down a bit. We're under -5, but Imperialdramon is actually going to be able to play, and with 2 tamers here, you are in a situation where you can go, if you don't put a blocker down, something like the Creepymon, then you get swing unsuspend, dragon mode, depending on how much you pass, because the Davis and Ken is still around. There's still like potential for some value, especially if they're on, we've seen the 2-color Veemon in the list, so like a free played 2-color Veemon does mean that you'll get some extra value out of this as well. Gonna go for a super cheap pass. I'm gonna mill 4, gonna find the Rivals Barrage off that, and then not tapping the Mother Shoto. Oh, that's a, I feel like that's a huge misplay. That's an opportunity to turn it sideways early. Okay, I'm gonna swing in 1 check at 12, but we're not gonna get as much like value. I think we're checking trash just to see what's in there, to see if the Agudamon's in play, which in theory it's not right now. Why did that die? Why did that die? I mean, we pre-mode into this already to try and get some extra value. Oh, maybe it doesn't have jamming. It's off of a Stingmon stack, so yeah, that's why they did it. It didn't have jamming, so they actually had to read the DP, and it was lower. It did hit a big body in security, which, you know, unfortunate for the Imperialdramon player, because, you know, they did swing with Primo not being able to crack it as a delay. And this is now where you're really in the driver's seat. Like, you're getting slowly chipped out, so there's like a mild concern. So we're gonna play the sleep mode for pretty reduced cost. I'm just gonna figure out how, like, okay, we're gonna go sleep mode, not gonna load to make it protected, and then we're gonna load the Ogudo with the wind digivolving. Gonna play the Wormmon for free. Wormmon's gonna pick up a Veemon. Do we commit a second searcher? Do we have a second searcher to commit for free? Yeah, that's why we're reading the Primogenitor, because now it actually really does matter. So we're still in start of main phase timing. It's interesting, well, it feels like that Wes's list doesn't have any of the like draw 1 pitch ones, so like an Agudamon in hand stays in hand, which is I think why he had to do it this way rather than just being able to casually pitch it off. But then again, also you potentially run the risk. Ooh, we are going to Biting Crush pop to play the Levia from trash because of the free played Wormmon. I'm actually kind of surprised he did it off this timing. Maybe, I mean, he wouldn't have been able to double pop anyway because we've got 3 Tamers, 2 Digimon, so like, yeah, he wouldn't have been able to free play it anyway, but I guess clearing 1 gets some value, tries to steal turn as soon as he can on the first one, or steal as much value as he can. And it's a free Levia, which kind of really threatens next turn. We're going to gain back 2 off the Davis Ken going sideways off of that X Veemon. We are still going to have to slam, which is going to put us to 4. Okay, no, we're going to get the reduced cost. We're going to get the 1 back instead, but it's still not going to be enough to completely stop the turn. Going to try and Digivolve here, and that is just the end of the opponent's turn. Just double checking to see what's in trash. And trying to read the fighter mode. That's a regular fighter mode though, the BT12 fighter mode. It looks like we're in time based on the hands of what look like Judge James. We are going to end of opponent's turn, delete the gates to play. Are we not playing out? Oh, we're choosing to delete the gates and then not have the Agudamon. So that way he can, okay. So that way he can try and end the game that way. But that is just going to bot deck all of the sources, yeah, because Primogenitor is going to prevent the deletion. So the Levia X, whoa. This is turn 0 for the 7 Demon Lords player. Like, I really like the idea of trying to stay on board, but yeah, that's a really unfortunate one. Imperialdramon really does threaten those situations. You can Biting Crush now. Like, you have kind of spangled the turn, and obviously you're losing all of your reductions for the rest of the game now, so you do have to kind of adjust how you're going to play. We're going to Biting Crush for 8, pitch off, and then we're going to pop the body. I'm kind of surprised he didn't swing just to try and hit him for 3 checks and put him down to, like, close. Obviously, you're kind of playing for a tie at this point. Is going to raw play instead of start of main to make sure we don't Biting Crush. Never mind, it was free played. Biting Crush comes down. It's going to get the single pop. Just pops the fresh body rather than the DP body. We're going to play the second one, and then we're going to evolve for 2. Tap 1, gain 1 back, and then gains 1 back off of the free played Veemon. Those box topper ones look so nice, man. So nice. I mean, I'm partial, obviously, to my volleyballing goober, but yeah, it looks like we are just going to finish things off as a draw, because unfortunately, the best of 1 has run out of time. If you did like what you saw and see in this kind of grindy back and forth matchup with twists and turns, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for the rest of the Glasgow Regional. We still got a little bit more of the best of 1 to come, and we're obviously back to best of 3 at local, so you can enjoy some more City Week footage. If you like what you saw and you do want to see more, then hopefully we'll be seeing you in the next one. If today is your birthday, then happy birthday, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.